Hey guys, it's Keisha. You're watching Zazie K Creations. I want to thank you for tuning in on my channel and this video. So in today's video, I'm going to talk with you all about some cape patterns, different patterns that you can consider as a part of your makes for this year. So if you're interested in seeing what I plan to make or my choices and what I plan to make, please stick around. I want to also invite you to stay tuned to the end where I'm sharing with you some other alternative choices in a cape if you're interested in making one for this fall. And if you haven't already watched my first video, I invite you to do so. In that video, I'm sharing some really fun facts about the history of a cape and how it came to be a modern day staple in a garment wear. So go ahead and find that video and watch it to get some fun facts. Let's get started. Now I have 3 cape patterns already in my stash that I have been trying to decide which one to make, and this is the first cape here, and it is Simplicity 8173, and I would consider making view A, which is the view on the top. It's the burnt orange version. This is considered a no-sew poncho. The good thing about this pattern is that it's only one piece, which is like great. That's like the best type of pattern you could ever ask for, is a one pattern piece, and it does require 60-inch fleece fabric, and I need about 1 5/8 yards, which I do already have on in my stash, and it does require 1 button and 1 snap. Now what I realized when I was looking at this pattern was that the button is actually hand sewn on, and it's used only to cover the snap. So that's why this is considered a no-sew, because you don't actually sew the button on. You kind of like hand sew it on, not with the machine. There's no buttonhole. You just cover the snap. I am kind of a little reserved about this one because I wonder whether or not this is really in essence a true cape, because as you might know from my previous video, a cape is typically a garment that covers your upper body, your front, your back, and your shoulders. And as you can see on this poncho, her front is open. And another reservation I have is the use of snaps. I have never done a snap. I think I have snaps in my stash, but I have never actually installed or put one in a garment. And I do also wonder whether or not this is challenging enough for me, because it is a no-sew. The only challenge I might see is the use of the snap, or putting a snap on this garment. So I'm not really sure that I will be as challenged as I would like to be. However, I don't want anything that's going to be super complicated either, because I'm coming up on the end of the year, and I don't want to have any stressful garment makes to take me into the new year. All right, so next up is this quick sew pattern, and it is K4224, and I would do view A, which is the animal print on the far right, and I am absolutely in love with this pattern here because I really like that sleeve slit on the arms. I just love how it's draping. I just love it. It is a 5 pattern piece garment, but I have to do that twice because, as you can see, there's also lining on this pattern. And I do need to make sure I have fleece on hand at 60-inch wide, 2 yards, which I do have. And it does require 2 buttons and fusible interface. I'm almost certain I have interface on hand. I tend to keep a lot of that anyway. But I am not 100% on board with this one because it does require a lining. Now, I did think I could still do this and not do the lining, which would make it a lot easier probably. But I don't know if I use fleece and no lining. Sometimes fleece has a tendency to like drag or pull on your clothes if you're wearing it with something, with like a knit or something like that. So I don't know, but I am really thinking hard and long about this one. But again, the reservation behind it is in fact the lining. The lining would challenge me, but again, I don't want this to be complicated. So I am just like not sure what to do. But yeah, I looked at this one and I really do love it. And the last of my current choices is this cape here by Ellie and Mac, and it's called the Women's Nightfall Cape Pattern. I do like it a lot because it does have a hood on it. It's a cape that has a hood. It only has 3 pattern pieces, and again that's ×2 because it requires a lining as well. Looks like I can use knit or woven fabric, so I have lots of choices there. And it does require 1 button, and I do have several buttons already in my stash. I am again reserved on this one because of course, the lining on it. But I did find a sewing tutorial online where you are being walked through how to make this garment step by step, and it did not look to be too complicated. But on the other side, this is a PDF pattern, and I have not yet done a PDF pattern. And honestly, I don't have any desire right now to go through an entire PDF process. I said to myself, once I start the PDF patterns, I would like to be able to use a plotting service. And I understand from plotting services that you get a whole lot more for your money, I think, if you do more than 1 pattern at a time. And right now I don't have any other PDF patterns that I'm willing or want to spend money to have them plotted. So again, I am on the fence with this one as well. But yeah, all in all, I do like it. It's really, really cute. I'm just undecided. So these are my choices again. The simplicity pattern was a no-sew, really quick, easy put together pattern. I've got the quick sew, which is I just love it a lot. It has the arm slits. However, it does require the lining, and I'm not sure how the fleece would lay without the lining. And then I have the Ellie and Mac, the Nightfall Cape pattern that also requires a lining, but it does have a nice hood on it. There are great choices in terms of the fabric, but this is a PDF pattern, and that will require me to use a PDF plotting service. So yeah, I am undecided, and I need to sit with this for some time and try to figure this out. But I'm curious, what pattern do you all think I should do? Should I go for the quick win, the easy, the low-hanging fruit, or should I go ahead and challenge myself with the lining? I don't know. I'm definitely not sure about this PDF plotting process. Let me know what you guys think I should do to get this cape started and come to completion. Now, in case you're still on the fence about a cape for this year, I want to bring to your attention 3 patterns that are out there in addition to the ones I've shown you. Now, I know there are probably several others, but this is what I was able to find recently online. So this first one is the Vogue 2054, and this one right here is like super, super sharp. I love everything about it. Honestly, if I were in the market right now to purchase more patterns, I would probably purchase this one along with the McCall's in the middle because it is also very nice. And I will also be purchasing Mimi G one, which is S9893. I do love the McCall's as well. I looked at the line drawings on the McCall's pattern, and it did not look to be that complicated, honestly. I did not go into much detail in terms of how much fabric was needed or how many pattern pieces because I don't own this one. And the same for the Simplicity 9893. I don't currently own this one. This does not look as easy to put together based off the different layers on it. So it's kind of beyond me right now. But honestly, if you are trying to purchase a cape right now and you're looking for different options, I would definitely maybe recommend maybe the Vogue 2054, this McCall's 8029, or this Mimi G, which is S9893. So I do hope that you found this video inspiring, and if you are thinking about making a cape and undecided, that you would consider the choices I've given you in today's video. I want to thank you for watching, and if you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and subscribe below, like my channel, so that you're able to get all of the details on the things I'm sewing in my sewing room. And until we come together again, take care and God bless.